What's up, everyone? Welcome to the live stream. Hope everyone's doing well. Yeah. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm gonna have a few, I think some good videos, right, to react to. I think they'll be fun. So, uh, let's start with a interesting to get the ball rolling. Let's start with a police cam video. I think those are always fun to watch, so let's check them out. Give me a few minutes. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, let's get started. Let's check out this police cam video. I think it's gonna be fun.
Here. How is that assault? I did not touch her. What are you talking about?
On November 7th, 2025 in Ohio, police officers responded to a residence following reports of a domestic altercation involving a weapon. Upon arrival, they found a father outside with his following reports of a domestic altercation in Ohio. Police officers responded to a residence following reports of a domestic altercation.
Here. How is that assault? I did not touch her. What are you talking about?
On November 7th, 2025.
They messed that up. I was like, I had to replay that because what? 2025? This hasn't even happened yet. Is this in the future? I don't think this is a video from the future. That's why I was like, I had to play that. I had to replay that. I was like, that did not make sense. No, but you could see the timestamp. 2014, 2024. 2024.
In Ohio, police officers responded to a residence following reports of a domestic altercation involving a weapon. Upon arrival, they found a father outside with his two young daughters.
Where's she at?
Yeah.
Hey, get her out of my house.
Take her to if I get down here.
Stay over here.
It does. It does.
Get her out of my house.
I stay here.
I have a little
get
kid
down
and she's
here.
running around with a
Don't tell
whole
me
fucking
nowhere.
butcher knife.
Ma'am, stop.
Get her out my
It
house.
ain't no stop. You don't know what the I go through with them? What
Yeah,
you
get
talking
her out
about?
my house.
Listen.
Here,
Just a
Not
minute.
going
What
nowhere.
actually started all of this?
She's mad because she wanted to go to an interview and she can't find her stuff. Then she
Because
started
you
punching
always
on my door because she talking about, oh, I can't find my shoes. She started trying to fight her. I pushed her to the ground. Why? Because you touched her. That's your little sister. Why is you? Right. She was punching on her. I pushed her to the ground. Stopped her from fighting.
Yeah, punch you, I punch you back.
How old is
She's 19. She can go.
A father. The father having to deal with his unruly daughter.
She can go.
she? Where's the knife at that she was holding?
It's in the house. It's a butcher knife about this long.
Okay. Do you know where she put it down?
In the living room.
Okay.
Did she have a knife?
Hey, knife
Right.
supposedly in the living room.
Yeah, get her out of my house, bro. We have whole little kids and her sons here. She's just dumb and stupid. Yeah, she gotta go. I'll give her where she goes. She can't be here.
I hear you on that.
She don't stay here. No, she don't.
She does live here.
No, she
Unfortunately,
don't.
with The law. It's
No, she do not. She don't stay
She
here.
doesn't
She's
live
staying at
here?
her cousin's house. Her stuff is here. She came get her stuff and got dropped. She just got dropped off. Not even been an hour. She got mad because she couldn't find her shoes.
Okay, so she just stopped by to get stuff for this interview.
Yeah, she got to go.
How long she been staying at her cousin's?
She's been over there since she's been down here. Because she came over here to get her stuff, get dressed, and supposed to be going to an interview. But she came got mad because she couldn't find her shoes.
Okay, it is kind of an important point. So how long has she been at the cousins?
She's been over there since she's been back down
Been
there.
there since.
Wait,
For
I don't know.
like
when.
a month. She's been like a month there.
Like a month? Okay. And before that, she was staying where?
At her cousin's house. Where she was, or she was either at her cousin's house or over there on the east side where her mom.
So it's from one cousin's to another cousin's, not from here to the cousin?
No.
Okay. Okay. Stay right here. I'll be right back. So what actually happened? It was your sister hitting on you? Okay. So what why did she hit on you?
Because she couldn't find her stuff.
Were you in her, why did she blame you for that? Were you in the way, or were you trying to help, or what happened?
Because her son like throwing her stuff. When he plays around, he picks up shoes and
And he
throws
don't know how to
stuff.
stop playing.
And he don't know how to stop playing.
Even when
So when he
somebody
throws stuff, she wants to count everybody else accountable for him throwing her stuff.
Wait, who?
Like her son, the younger.
Her son, okay.
Come on, yeah, that's her son.
Okay.
She got mad because she couldn't find her stuff because she's trying to go to an interview. And like I told her,
Is
don't
her
be
son
touching
in there
him.
right now?
Huh?
Her son's in there.
Yeah, he's the baby. He's the one. He's upstairs with my son.
Okay. So she's upset her son is throwing around stuff, and then she hits on
She tries to attack her little sister. I pushed her to the ground. I said, no, keep your hands off her. That's not your child.
Yeah.
So then she got up. Because my daughter stepped in front of us. So she got up. When she got up, she went in the kitchen and grabbed this big butcher knife.
Where was she hitting on her and you pushed her to the ground?
She smacked her and then I
Started trying to
Was
punch
that in
her.
the living
Before-
room,
In the living room, right there where my couch at. And where TV
Oh,
at.
he knows.
And then she came in
Mind
there.
your business.
And then she came in there and started knocking over. She don't own in here. Now, that's why I called the police.
You
Get
think
her out
she
of my
was
house.
taking her sweet
Her
time.
and my, I'd be dead wrong. I'm gonna beat the out of her.
Okay. All right, I'll be right back. I hear you on that. Thank you.
Since the other officer just got here, you and your sister got in an argument over where you're missing shoes. You pushed her. She got up. She pushed you back. Then you pushed her again, and then your dad came in and got between you, pushed you down, pushed you. You got up, and then you hit your
And I
head.
punched him.
Okay.
What's a nice coming play?
I'm.
Do they have any
Go ahead.
injuries? Do you have any injuries?
Yes, you can. Go down.
No.
I ain't got to do with you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, why don't you just stay out here, just so it's not
She
like.
don't have no shoes on. I know you can see that, right?
Oh, what? Oh,
Go in the house. Go upstairs.
Okay.
she needs her square.
Get your on.
Where's a knife come and play?
I'm.
He just
She's
said
saying
that
she
because he
doesn't
was
have
in here
none.
fighting. I didn't have no life. I was in here yelling. And then once I said I beat that, he'll say, oh yeah, I got something for you, then that's what he called y'all. Because he know I'm not scared. I don't care. Like we go through this all the time. My always coming up missing. If none of my come up missing, then it wouldn't even be a problem.
Are you the sister?
Not the one that was getting hit.
Okay.
Man, where's the knife come involved here?
She grabbed it when I pushed her on the ground because she was punching on my daughter. She grabbed the knife. Before she seen y'all pull it up, she went out to get the knife. If y'all can't find it, it's in that living room. Because I put the knife this long.
So what is she saying happened?
They got into an
We got
argument over
into
the
an argument over
shoes.
shoes.
She pushed the sister. The sister got up, pushed her back. Then she pushed the sister again, and then Dad pushed her, so she got up and hit Dad.
Apparently she hid the knife somewhere in here.
I didn't hide it.
He's adamant that she had a butcher knife. Why would he say you had a knife, though?
Because he called the police.
Can you stand up real quick just so I can make sure there's no knife back there?
Why would I hide a knife in the
Stand up.
You find all sorts of stuff.
Were you in here when this happened?
Well, I wasn't in there, but
Did you see a knife involved in this?
yeah.
Did she?
I
How
don't
did
know where
someone?
she put it though. Well,
There's a box cutter, but what's your knife?
oh my God, my shoes.
The primary aggressor anyway.
Just pushing?
Dad says
But does pushing constitute physical harm?
on her stuff. She pushes her sister. Sister pushes him back. Dad then pushed her to get her away from him.
And she got up, she got stabbed. So it matches both sides.
How old is she?
Dad is saying she's 19. Dad's saying she doesn't stay here. She lives at a cousin's. She just has
Does
her
Dad want to
stuff here.
pursue charges?
21.
Girl, why you call the police?
Wait, Mom.
Insert 1950. 16.
Hey, I'm gonna have you. No. We're gonna argue back and forth with each other.
Sure it does.
13,
You
10.
sell drugs so you can pay your rent. Let's talk about it.
We're not gonna argue back and forth. Walk over here for me. Walk over here for me.
Threatening search.
I definitely do. I get mail here. What are you talking about? Wait, let's watch this.
Copy.
She wants her shoes. Her shoes?
There's 11.
Yeah.
Do you want to pursue charges?
Yeah, get her out my house, bro.
Are you going to come down and sign?
Yes, I don't care what we gotta do. Get her out my house. I have little kids. We're not going for that.
Okay.
At 1. So I come home. I'm trying to find my shoes and stuff. I can't find none of my shoes. Like, both of my shoes came up. Like, they gone. So then I'm telling them, like, yeah, y'all need to get up so I can find my shoes. Like, I gotta go. So, Naya, you know how Naya is with that smart mouth. Like I said, if you don't find my shoes,
This is the yo Elk. What's up, my brother? This is the sad thing where we are creating a generation of disturbed women. 19. She's not gonna get better. She ain't gonna get better. It's unlikely she's gonna get better. It's just these. This is why I've said this before. Where I've always believed that, honestly, the group that actually, in my personal opinion, that would benefit more from listening to men's content is actually women. It's actually women. Because men promote women to, at least personal opinion, at least what I've seen, men promote women to be wise in their decision. Pick better men. Pick men with morality, integrity, marry before you carry, have a good behavior, femininity, stop with this masculinity. You know, it's just it's just sad.
I'm gonna smack the f out of you. Like, you over here, you.
That's it.
So-
That's it.
Huh?
Where's your child in all that?
My son is in the house, upstairs with his uncle. So then,
19 with a kid too. I mean, I admit the parents have failed her, but you know, at a point once you have kids, you're an adult, so you have failed too.
we all getting into it and stuff.
Okay.
So he
Can I see your
called the
phone real
police.
quick?
For what?
Okay, because you're under arrest.
For what? What am I under arrest for?
Don't do that.
Oh my God.
Do that.
Okay, what am I under arrest for?
Domestic violence.
Domestic violence. How is that domestic violence when he hit me?
Violence menacing.
How is it domestic violence when he hit me?
We put her in 17 or 7.
Okay, but how is it domestic violence when he hit me and I hit him back? Like, this irritating.
Alright, I'm gonna search it real quick. I'm gonna have
Search
this
me
thing
for
right there.
what? I don't have nothing on
You don't,
me.
okay, I'm just making sure. If you don't have anything
Okay,
on
but
you
how
should-
is it domestic violence when he hit me?
Alright, you don't have anything on this component
No.
stab me, right? You right. Alright.
What'd the knife look like?
It's kind of a long knife. It's like this long. It's a black handle.
Black handle.
Black hand. Okay, she might have hid this knife back here. There's a match in that description right here.
So how old's sister?
13.
So she pushed 13-year-old.
Now, I say women should listen to men's content. I'm not saying that they would, or I'm not saying that honestly they would be able to take men's advice. To be honest, women, they can't handle the truth. They can't handle truth. They can't handle logic. They can't. Women cannot handle the truth. Women cannot handle logic. So, although I believe that it would benefit them to listen to men's content, they can't handle it.
She pushed the 13-year-old because they got into an argument over the missing shoes.
Okay.
13-year-old gets up, pushes her back.
Okay.
So she pushes her again. She
Okay.
pushes the 13-year-old again. That's when Dad gets involved to get in between them. She shoves her to get away, and she just rails off and hits Dad.
She says
That's what
she
she
saw her
told.
walking around with the knife, long black hammer knife.
There's the left side of the sink. There's one matching that description.
And then she's saying that she's gonna smack the 13-year-old in the mouth over the shoes.
Okay, but how? This is the second time that he done did this, and I'm in jail.
Sit down in the seat. Sit down in the seat. Go in the car. Don't make this more difficult than it has to be.
There's always something.
Sit back for me. This is the last time I'm going to tell you. All right. Go in the car. Sit up in the seat. You're making it way more difficult than it has to be. Nope. Let's go.
He's just right. That's my grandson.
Here. Hey, actually, hey, pull her out. Hey, pull her out. Get the, I got a rat. Come on out. Come on.
Wait, the handcuffs! Get off of my leg!
You're over here in the grass. You're gonna do this way. Have a seat. Sit down. Okay. Yep. Stop kicking me.
Like this.
Get my foot.
Wait, the handcuffs is on my hand tight!
Give me the ankle strap.
Ah, God! What the f is happening? Get the f off of me! Ah, like this is irritating! Ah, oh my God, get off because the handcuffs is tight!
You should have thought of before you
say that.
act up.
Tight! Oh my God, they're tight! It hurts!
Take a breath. Relax.
This is irritating. Mama. Like you always call the police. Okay, so y'all loosen it. This is tight.
Kind of the point of it.
I'm talking about the
Roll
handcuffs.
that way.
Oh my God.
Just caught a felony for nothing.
That's not no felony.
Assault on a peace officer is a felony.
How is that assault? I did not touch her. What are you talking about?
It's not set up correctly, but
Ew,
it's not gonna pull tight.
I don't need that.
She has to get a helmet. The retard helmet.
Oh my God.
Here, hang on.
Wow.
I loosen this.
I've never seen someone have to do that. I've yet to see it. So wow, that's crazy. I don't know. Does it seem like a little extreme?
Oh my God.
Yo, Israelite, what's up, my brother? It seems a little bit much, but
1 and 1. Those are loose enough.
Demetrius, what's up, my brother?
Feel
Yes,
like
a
it.
helmet.
They're not made to be comfortable.
You got to stop twisting your wrists. Okay? It's going to make them tighter.
Put your hands together like you're praying. Put your palms together. There you go.
Okay, but can y'all take the helmet off? Because I don't need that.
Can you take the helmet off?
Keep your
Oh
hands
my God.
turned like that.
Oh my God.
I've seen the spit hood. This is the first time I've ever seen a helmet where the police officer put the helmet in. I've not seen this the gear thing. Man, that's crazy. That's some crazy stuff. This is a thing where honestly, just comply. I swear. I don't care what situation I'm in. I'm just gonna like, fine. Whatever you say, I'll do. Whatever you say, make it easy because I want it to go as smoothly as possible. Seriously, I don't know why people get attitude and make things harder on themselves. Because seriously, she didn't make it easy.
How is that a felony when I did not touch her?
Why didn't you get in the car when I told you to?
Because y'all don't understand.
Could have been avoided.
Every time he do something to me, he want to call the police.
You can't put your hands.
Because he doesn't want to deal with you. This is a thing where we are living in an age where, honestly, if you lay your hands on a woman, you are going to get arrested. You're something, So, to be honest, he just wants to not have to deal with you. This is a thing where, fathers, men, they don't want to deal with these women.
On your siblings, he's allowed to stop you.
I didn't put my hands on her. I shoved her.
You told her you were gonna smack the out of her in front of us.
Okay, but that's what people do when they mad.
Yeah, it's called deviation. Probably comes this way.
Yeah, and then back down.
I'm back now.
So I can see a judge tomorrow.
Not for DB? Oh, tomorrow, yeah. Alright, thanks. Possibly.
All y'all do, I can get up. All y'all gotta do is stand me up.
Right?
Yeah, there's space.
Just stand me up from the back.
One of them. Yeah. There's space.
Just stand me up from my arms. I can stand up.
No, not unless you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you're not coming out of this.
I know I'm not. But I'm saying I can stand up.
Come on, hold on. So one of you
Please,
guys
so just stand me
one of you
up.
guys have to come back here and support the back. The others have to be on the side.
Seems kind of extreme. She wasn't that violent. So, kind of extreme in my opinion. I've seen more violent offenders.
Hold on.
Wait, Tuck.
Alright, lift. She's caught on.
Can you move my hair out my face?
With that helmet, it's going to keep going right back.
What? Her hair needs to?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Let's get her strapped in.
Talk to you guys.
You can notify the jail. We'll be in route shortly. We'll want to stay down the road. Okay, we'll have services do so.
So if we go through the road?
Just somehow so that it sort of keeps her secure.
So what's my charges?
Right now, I believe domestic violence and domestic menacing.
What's that?
What?
What is that?
Domestic violence?
No, I know what that is.
Domestic violence menacing is when you threaten to cause harm to people, which is also illegal.
1322.
Okay, wait, what's going on?
I'm not taking her out of custody.
I can sign. Is it about my son? Is it about my son?
Yes.
Okay, now what's going on?
Okay.
What's going on?
Huh?
What's going on about my son?
That's what we're discussing.
Do I need to sign over my rights to my dad? Well, sign him over to my dad?
This officer's going to speak with you about that in a moment, okay?
Stalking by medicine, domestic violence, respectful. So it's in the report aspect.
That's the thing.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
This is the thing where I hate this the most, right? You're an adult, do whatever shit you want. But guess what? A son seeing shit like this, knowing that his mom is like this, you think that son, daughter, what, a child, seeing his mother like this, you think that this is not going to affect him mentally? This is a thing where I honestly don't understand. This is the immaturity right here. This is your immaturity. You are affecting your child. Guess what? Now your son, most likely, will have a future with police officers. It's just really sad.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you let me know what's going on with my son?
So, yeah, I'll come talk. So, are you okay with us giving custody over to the mail here of your son while you're in jail for the night? So we don't have to take him to child?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's good to stay here then?
Yeah.
Okay, alright, thank you. Okay, so these are the questions that you have to ask them. So I always print it off because I'll never remember it. So we have to go ask him these box questions, yes or no.
Excuse me.
You know the worst part is that I hope these things I really hope these things are wake up calls, but it's not. It's not. So many people who get into these mess, they're repeat offenders. Repeat offenders. They will continue to interact with the law, continue with. It's just sad like that.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So I got a question. Is domestic violence a felony?
Definitely.
Domestic violence is a felony?
Can you put me on 22 small real quick so I can take my video, please?
Have you ever been convicted of domestic violence in the past?
No.
No.
It's not a felony right away. There's certain things that will bump it to a felony.
Like what?
Like prior convictions.
How's it going? I just gotta talk to Dad one more. How's it going? Hey, where did she punch you somewhere?
No.
She never punched you? What did
She hit her.
She hit her?
She hit my youngest.
By pushing? Or
I pushed her when she was punching on her sister.
so she was punching on her?
She said she punched you and then you hit her.
No, she tried. I dipped.
Okay.
She was hitting her. I was in here. They were arguing. She walked up, said, "I'll smack out you." Then she smacked her. Then she started trying to punch on her.
Okay.
When I looked up, I stopped looking at my phone. I looked up. I seen that she was punching on her. I pushed her to the ground.
And then they started fighting. I tried to break it up.
Did she say anything with a knife or
What's up, my
anything?
brother? Yo, Big Bars. What's up, my bro? Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the live.
She came in here and grabbed the knife. And was right before y'all came, she was like,
Please like the stream. Please like the stream.
I stabbed you. I said, well, come outside. Because I don't want no blood in my house.
Hey, Jada. I just want to have you read this document real quick. So this is the transfer of custody. So you're agreeing to transfer custody of your son, Caden, to your father, Lewis, temporarily?
Okay, I got a question.
Hang on. So if you were not in handcuffs, would you be agreeing to sign this form? You want to take a moment to read it?
Is that to like give over my child?
Just temporarily,
Oh, okay.
while you're in county.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay.
Arrested, consent given.
Arrested, verbal consent given on BWC.
What's this?
Yeah, she's not signing it. So he's using verbal consent.
I'll be working on this 12, but you can pull me if you need me.
That you disrupted our investigation. You made it last longer. You hindered it by doing your little fiasco of not wanting to sit into the cruiser.
Oh.
It's a misdemeanor.
Mm-hmm.
She's still like a child. That's the thing. 19. It's sad.
Pretty much just do that to mark you at fault, right?
So you're saying any pursuit?
Seems like she's kind of learning a lesson.
No, even running hot.
No, I know. But I'm saying you're limited to 50 miles an hour.
Have to unbuckle it.
No, we're coming this way. Jabbar, come over here, please.
Come over here, Tamara.
Please, my arm just hurt.
Okay.
We know. You'll be out of this here shortly, okay? That's it.
Yeah, she's tied up like Hannibal Lecter.
Next time to save us all from this mess, ma'am, can you just not do that?
Alright, what we're gonna do is we're gonna move you into the cell and we're gonna take you out of here. And your behavior depends on what we do with you, okay? If you wanna act cool, we got you. Alright? Alright, we're gonna carry you into there.
1413.
Now, I meant that they could take her out of that already. I mean, I get it. She was being unruly, but they could take her out of it. Like, I've seen worse, and they don't put, you know, the more violent ones into that. So, I'm kind of, it's like a bit too much. And they know it. They know it.
The knife. To Theo Rudy's tried putting her in her car, and she was just kicking and kept kicking me. So I was like,
So you guys play the rap right in the street?
So she should be good now. She was good once we got in the rap. Yeah. Thanks, man. You're welcome.
The woman was arrested for domestic violence and menacing. If found guilty, what do you think would be a fair sentence?
I just thought it's a fun video. Bit much. I felt it was a bit much, but yes, she was unruly, but this is the thing. I've seen worse. I've seen more violent, you know, I guess suspects or whatever, more violent arrests, and they don't even do that much to them. So, but this, yeah. What do you guys think?
Some of y'all.
Okay, so here is we are going to do the main videos, main topic of tonight's live, okay? The main topic of tonight's live. So this is a series of videos that I compiled up. This will be the main topic. Oh. Thank you for everyone who's here. All right, so this woman has gone kind of viral. So I have a few videos of her, and then a few videos of women talking about it. So I'm gonna react to it, and I'm gonna talk about it too. So let's check it out.
Some of y'all just can't help it but to be mad at the next person and what they doing with their life. Baby, yes, I'm 26 with 6 kids and I'm doing the damn thing. I get up every day and make sure I do something productive around my house. I make sure that my kids see me cleaning up. I make sure that they do their part while they cleaning up. I used to think that everybody was right when they used to tell me, oh, why you got so many kids so young? It's gonna mess up your life. But baby, look, this is my life and I gotta deal with it. I ain't mad at the life that I chose. I chose it and I'm gonna do what I gotta do to provide for my kids the best way I can. And please don't get into me washing my mop in the sink. This is how I do it. This is how I seen my people do it back in the day. And yes, I used to have a mop bucket. The kids broke it, and that's just, I gotta do what I gotta do. Some of y'all just can't help it but to.
She's 26 with 6.5 kids. The half is that she's pregnant with the next one. 26 with 6 kids. Can't even afford a mop bucket. This is the thing where, and she, you know what? This is the thing. She said it is what it is. That's her life. She's not complaining about it. Fine. But this is the thing where I've always talked about this, where the videos I'm talking about, it's not necessarily about the person itself. It's the idea. It's the mentality. You are 26 with 6 kids and 1 on the way. This is the thing where women don't understand. Yeah, it's toxic. It's toxic because you don't understand that, yes, you may not be complaining about your life, but you don't realize that you are creating the toxic cycle that you are doing. You think you are creating the struggle cycle where your parents struggled, you will struggle, your kids will struggle, so on and so on. This is the thing where, honestly, why? Well, I think she does have a man. I think her most recent kids do have, have a man in her life. I don't know if she's married to him, but this is the thing where, honestly, is he a man of value? Is he a man of like? She doesn't even have a bucket, a mop bucket.
Be mad at the next person and what they doing with their life. Baby, yes, I'm 26 with 6 kids and I'm doing the damn thing. I get up every day and make sure I do something productive around my house. I make sure that my kids see me cleaning up. I make sure that they do their part while they cleaning up. I used to think that everybody was right when they used to tell me, oh, why you got so many kids so young? It's gonna mess up your life. But baby, look, this is my life and I gotta deal with it. I ain't mad at the life that I chose. I chose it and I'm gonna do what I gotta do to provide for my kids the best.
And it's fine. You're not mad at the life you took, but this is the thing. Again, it's not necessarily about you. It's no longer about you. It's about the kids. It's about your kids. It's about the future you are creating for your kids. Fine, you're not mad about your life. And that's cool. That's great. But you don't understand. You are creating that generational curse. You are creating that generational curse.
Best way I can. And please don't get into me washing my mop in the sink. This is how I do it. This is how I see my people do it back in the day. And yes, I used to have a mop bucket. The kids broke it, and that's just I got to do what I got to do.
And you're the man that you are having kids with. He can't even afford you a mop bucket.
Yes, I was a teen mom. But that does not mean my children will be teen parents. My kids ain't even worrying about that. They're worrying about Robux and all this other shit that they got going on nowadays. Kids ain't gonna be like us how we was back in the days. It's a different type of generation, okay, boo?
That is stupid. That is stupid. You do not. This is what I'm talking about, right? Even though she's not complaining about her life, she don't realize the curses she is bringing onto her kids. I've seen this countless times before. Your mom, your grandma was a single mom, or had kids early on. Your mom was a single mom or had kids early on. You are a single mom or had kids early on. It's very highly likely that your kids will either be baby daddies or single mothers or have kids early on as well. Because kids live by examples. They see the life that you are giving them, so they reflect that.
At what age did I give birth to my kids?
First kid, 24, 15. First kid when she was 15. She had her first kid. 15 had her first kid. It's sad. And had one at 16. It's fine that you are happy with your life. But this is the thing where, like I said, I'm not saying that, okay, I'm critiquing her particularly. It's the thing where I can't understand women. That you have fought so hard to have, the rights that you want to have. And then you're fine with just living life of mediocrity, living life where you are going to struggle, living life where your kids will struggle. This is the thing we're not understanding that. Fine, one kid, mistake, whatever. She had one kid at 15, mistake. Whatever it was, it happened. This is the problem. You continue to have more. You continue to have more. And then it's the problem where your mom, most likely, your single mom, most likely, your mom wasn't there. Your mom wasn't there, picked a terrible man to be with, so he wasn't there. So it's just, this is why I'm saying, why I think women benefit more if they actually listen to men or watch men's content. Because men don't want things like this to happen for women. Men don't want shit like this to happen to women. Yeah, I mean, it's just, and it's just sad. It's just.
What age did I give birth to my kids?
And this is the thing where it is trauma. Here's a woman that is trauma-filled. And because she's doing what she's doing, she's inflicting that trauma into her kids as well. A lot of times we don't understand the impact we have on our children's mental state. We don't understand it. We don't recognize the traumatic experience we are putting onto our kids. We don't. You are not in a good place and you continue to have more kids. And then you think your kids won't repeat your same mistakes. But that is insanity. It's sad. And you can see that her having kids continuously, she is mentally disturbed. She's trauma filled because now she's filling that hole of most likely being raised in a single parent household, being raised with neglectful parents or shitty parents, raising that, filling that hole of emptiness with creating children. Because that's not stable. That's not a good environment to put kids in because of your mental instability. You are bringing kids into that life. Yes, vicious cycle.
I just want to say thank you so much to my middle school teacher who came and brought me this stuff so I could get the cleaning. And I absolutely thank y'all for y'all positive comments, and I thank y'all for y'all negative comments. I'm just a 26-year-old that's trying to give her kids the life she never had. You know, nobody knows my story. I'm not going to go around making anybody feel sorry for me, but what I will do is put my big girl pants on and move forward. I don't ever put my problems on nobody else because they not their problems, they my problems. I always took accountability for everything that I've done, my kids, my life, everything, and I've made the best of my book by its cover because I'm out here making something out of nothing sometimes, and I'm happy. As long as my kids happy and they smiling, that's what makes me smile inside. Every day I wake up, I'm grateful for the life that I have because I got shot when I was 14 years old. I don't know if I even would have been here to have kids, so that's why I have so many kids. My kids are my family.
This is the thing where now, because your instability, you're not a stable adult, you look for handouts. You look for handouts. This is the problem where we are as adults, we are relying so much on strangers, on the government to pick up the slack. You have to rely on strangers to give you free things, to give you money, to help you out. We are, even though she says she's happy, even though she says it's great, but in the large scheme of things, we have so many people, women in particular, needing handouts. They need handouts. Why? Just to survive from the mistakes they made. You weren't even a stable adult and you had so many kids. And then you continue to have so many kids. So now you need the help of others. If you need handouts from strangers, This is the thing. The man that you chose to continue to have kids with, insane. Insane. That man can't even handle his family. He can't even take care of his family. So this is a thing where you still procreate, still have kids with men that can't even take care of their shit. You are repeating that cycle. You are repeating that cycle that your mom did, most likely your grandma did. Why do, see, men are not out here trying to bash women. Men want women to do better, pick better. It's like, don't pick men that are, you know, shitty, the players, the bad boys, the high value men. No, because it's not about high value. It's not about how good looking he is. Not about how tall he is. It's his morality. It's integrity. A true man, in my opinion, handles his shit. If he created a family, he's handling that shit. He's not looking for handouts. He's not looking for handouts to take care of his family. No, he's working hard to take care of his own family. He's not looking for help. That's the thing. But here's the problem where women continue to choose shitty men. And then you wonder why they're living shitty lives.
Oh, you did it without me?
She has the man in the house.
Hello, I just want to address something. I see that there's a
Oh, and she got shot when she was 14? God damn it, it's like, seriously, the hood life is just disgusting.
Creator who's made 23 videos about me, my story, and my life. I've never got on this app and asked anybody for anything. I'm just here to post my content. And all I ask from you guys is to like my content and share my videos. That's it. I don't know why people see 6 kids as a lot. There's a lot of people out here with multiple.
It's a lot because you can't really handle it. If you are living a life of poverty, okay, you're not handling it. That is a lot. Because this is the thing. Even wealthy people try not to have so many kids because they know there's a strain on it. So a person who lives probably minimum wage, maybe less, you shouldn't be having kids if your life isn't stable. If you need the handouts of other people, strangers, of the government, yes, 6 kids, then it is a lot.
Multiple kids. I have 6 kids because as a child, I was never loved. I'm trying to give my kids the love I never had. I needed my kids, if that makes sense. I needed them.
The trauma right there. The trauma. That is the thing where mental instability. You had kids because you needed love. It's like, that's not what you're doing. It's like, seriously. Having kids to fill in that the hole you had, the trauma hole, because, you know, you had shitty parents. It's sad, but that's not what you bring kids into this world for. Because you are bringing your kids into your mess, into your trauma-filled mess. You are unstable. You are hurt. You are trauma-filled. It's like, and then bringing kids into your mess, your kids will see the lifestyle, see the world that you put them in, and they will repeat that cycle.
I was 14 years old searching for love, and my first baby daddy, he was that for me. My kids are loved. They're happy. They're fed. I play activities with them. I make sure that they see that mom's trying. I'm trying. And I'll never give up on my kids. Never. Hello, I just want to...
Baby, yes, exactly. Big Bar said it. You're supposed to help them, not them help you. This is a thing where using your kids to fill in the hole you have, it's sad. It really is. Because this is a thing where you have these, honestly, I think It's selfish expectations of your kids. Yes, they may be happy, but are they really?
26 with 6 kids and I'm doing the damn thing.
Y'all saw that video just like I did, but I really feel like y'all are going to argue with me on this one because I do not understand all the negative reactions that she is getting. I genuinely don't. I have seen think piece after think piece after think piece.
So now I'm going to show a bunch of women pretty much foolishly siding with that. Now, it's not, I've said this, right? It's not necessarily about that woman in particular. It's more about the mindset, more about the actions. You are irresponsible. You are selfish. You are mentally disturbed, mentally unstable. You are dangerous. You are a danger to your kids. And then we have a bunch of women thinking that it's great to come here and like, oh, this woman is like it's sheltering her, enabling her, taking away accountability, or just really supporting this foolishness. Because we have a problem where it's either we support women's bad behaviors, we support single motherhood, or we support women just being reckless in their decision making.
Like reprimanding this girl for having so many kids, and it's like, I get it. I genuinely do get it. 26 with 6 kids, that's diabolically insane. I was like, let me look at her page, because before I judge anybody, I'm going to take a look at your page. I just want to see like what's going on, like what's the tea. She's cleaning the house up all the time. Like she genuinely cleans up. Like the house is not filthy, it's not nasty, it's not even cluttered. The house looks fine. And I know y'all gonna say something about the cabinets. Cleaned the hell out of them cabinets. All she had to do was be told one time and she took care of it. For it to be so many damn people in that house is clean. There's a man in the house. She's the father of her last 5 kids. She is still with and together, and they live together. And
that is great. That shows you why are we supporting women making such stupid choices in life? Why? The last 5 kids that you have with this man, he can't even support you correctly. You need strangers to help out. Maybe not have so many kids. Maybe not. This is what we talk about. Women like this are enabling bad behavior. Maybe if you need the support of strangers, need the support of the government, maybe not have so many kids. Fine, 1 kid she had with her first baby daddy. The 5 kids, okay, how about just 2, 3 kids is maybe good enough? She said that she made the kids because she didn't feel loved. Really? You had 5 kids with this man and you didn't feel love? Maybe you need, that's the thing, maybe you need some self-reflection. You're with this man and you didn't feel love? You didn't feel love enough, so you had to make 5 kids? 5 more kids?
that house. So it's not like a fatherless household. To know that she had her first baby at 14, 15, I don't see how anybody doesn't immediately think, like, what happened to this girl? Like, what has happened in this girl's life that has led it to this point? And it's not giving an excuse like, oh, she had a hard life, so let's excuse this. That's not at all what I'm saying, but you have to be realistic at the end of the day. She became a mother at the age of 15 years old. Her brain wasn't even formally developed yet. I'm gonna be so blunt and serious. That girl did not stand a flying chance in hell from the time that she had that first baby.
I don't say that. You know what? Yes, there are people that suffer from the circumstances of their life. This is a thing where you criticize it. Because here's the thing. Why would you criticize it? Because you want other people to learn differently. Because here's the thing where her mom failed her. How did her mom fail her? 1, picked a terrible man to be with. Most likely, this is all assumption because how her life turned out, most likely, that's how it is. Her mom picked a terrible partner to be with, gave birth to that woman, wasn't there in that woman's life to teach her correctly. Guide your child correctly. Most likely, you probably had the child early. So you didn't, it's like you didn't teach your child correctly. So you continued the toxicity. That's why, you know what? It's a sad thing. You use her as a martyr. You use her as an example. You criticize it, but where you also talk about it. That's the thing. This think piece is like, that shit shouldn't be promoted. Yes, she had a terrible upbringing. She made mistakes. Okay. But it shouldn't be promoted. It shouldn't be, to be honest, it should be shamed. It should be shamed. Why? Because if you shame something, you hope that it's it's not looked well upon. It's not agreed upon. It's not looked with any kind of good light. Because why would anyone want to do that?
12-year-old myself, and when she does get to that age, if she ever came to me that she was pregnant or something was going on, I would automatically assume like who is abusing my baby. She said herself that she really don't have any family. They never really loved her. She lived with her grandma. She got pregnant at 14, 15, moved in with that baby dad. She never had anybody, a mom, sister, cousin, grandma, auntie, nobody there to just guide her and help her and teach her anything. To not give her any grace for that, or to not give her any room for that, is crazy to me. I had my
Here's the thing. Don't give her a grade, because that's the problem. Fine, she had 2 out of whatever when she was young. She continued to have more. She didn't establish a more stable life and then continue to have more. To fill in that desire for love because she didn't have a family. That's the thing where, one, I honestly don't think that it was abuse. I think it was the desire to be loved. So you fooled yourself in accepting these maybe older men, these terrible ass men. You accept these men. And that's a sad thing, where because you are left in this mental cycle of not feeling love, so you continuously do this act to fill in that hole. But it's not you are mentally disturbed. You're mentally disturbed, mentally unwell. So you continue to do this act. Why? You have 6 kids. Why are you continuing to have more? That's the thing. To give her grace, I get it. What she happened when she was like 14, 15, I get it. The problem is she continues to have more. So she's not learning from anything. That's the problem. Why? No, you shouldn't give her grace, because there are only a certain amount of mistakes you can make. And now that, you know what, you're a full-blown adult, why are you having more? You can barely take care of the ones you have right now.
First at 19, my second at 20. If I wouldn't have had my mom, my grandma, and my sister to help me, there's no way in hell I could for that, or to not give her any room for that, is crazy to me. I had my first at 19, my second at 20. If I wouldn't have had my mom, my grandma, and my sister to help me, there's no way in hell I could have done it. They're 11 and 12 years old now, and I still struggle with just the 2 that I got. And I have the support in the village. So now what I see as a 26-year-old woman making the best out of the situation that she's been dealt with and doing everything she can to make sure her kids don't repeat the same choices. Do I have certain opinions about certain things that she does? Yes. Do I agree with everything that she does? No. Overall thing is y'all are mad at her being 26 with 6 kids. That's it. That's all. And there's such a bigger picture to look at, in my opinion. And I've seen a couple videos and somebody was like, this is the new Brazilian Jenkins. They are not even remotely slightly comparable.
And that's the thing. Here's a single mom. Here's a mom who had her kids early as well. This is why people are talking about that shit. Because this repeating mistakes. Only these single mothers, only these women that make these same ass mistakes, of course they sympathize with this woman. Of course. But this is the thing. This is why I promote bring back shame. Bring back shame. Because this is the stupidity that we are enabling. This is the stupidity that we are enabling right here. Seriously. Where no, you shouldn't have empathy. You shouldn't. Because here's the woman who said she had her kid at 19 and 20. It's like, and you also listen, who are the people she had around her? Her mother, her grandma, her aunt. All women. All women. That's what she had around her. Women. This is the problem. Women are condoning this stupidity. You're not building a community. There is no community full of single women with kids. That's not a community. You lack men. You lack the structure. You lack good fathers. In my opinion, the man that's with this woman that's 26 with 7 kids, 1 kid that's on the way, he is not a decent man, in my opinion. I mean, like, seriously, at best, have 2 kids with her. Fine. Take care of that shit. But you are with a woman that has 7 kids. You need strangers to help you out. You are lacking as a man. And then we have women that, honestly, they've done the same mistake. So, of course, they sympathize with this woman. But that's the problem. We need to, honestly, weed that shit out. These women, this is the problem where we are promoting this single mother culture. Single mother culture. And it's poison to the community, to the human community.
You women are so fucking evil. 26 with 6 kids. Y'all, she had her first
Yo, why? What's up, my bro?
Kid at 15. Did you see how old that man looked? That means a grown man was messing with a 14-year-old, okay? She's a victim. She is a victim. Let's go ahead and crowd her with support and understanding, because we need to know how old her man was when they got together. Because if she had a baby by 15, she was with him when she was 14. What's tea? Like, that's what I want to know. This lady is a victim. Like, hello? Everyone's sitting here judging her. 26, who cares? Who cares? There is plenty of people from other nationalities that have kids very young, lots of kids very young, and they're not judged like black women are. You women are...
That's ridiculous. Single mothers, women that have kids at young ages are judged in all communities. All communities. All communities shun single mothers, shun women that have kids at a young age. All communities. And this is the problem where we're having. I'm good, bro. You about to cook some food? This is the thing where this shit, this enabling, I don't disagree. I don't disagree having a kid at 16, 15, 14. Yeah, it wasn't good. Okay? You can call that a victim. But there is a certain point where we are taking away accountability. She continued to have kids. That's the thing. She continued to have kids. She didn't learn from her mistakes. She didn't learn from the situation. And this is the thing, I said this. Why people should shame, talk about it, critique it, react to it, is that you don't want this shit to happen again. You don't want this shit to happen again. You don't want this to be a cycle. This is the problem with a lot of women. Problem with a lot of women where, honestly, they don't go about the root of the problem. They don't go about the root of the problem. They want to put band-aids over shit. Instead of, you know what? Why did that wound happen? Why did that shit happen? Let's not have it happen again. This is the problem with so many women where honestly, this is why women can't be leaders. They have no good solutions. Let's sympathize with the victim. Let's cater, let's enable, let's care for these victims. Seriously? That is not solving the problem. That doesn't solve the problem. That doesn't. Because here's the thing where, like I said, she will be creating, potentially, most likely, a generation of boys that will become baby daddies, girls that will become baby mamas. That's what she's gonna do. Boys that, you know what, will be irresponsible men, will be shitty fathers, or fathers that may be neglectful or not be able to handle their shit, not be able to provide, take care of their family, or women, future women that will pick shitty men that can't be proper fathers, handle their family, provide for their family. That's the thing. That's trying to fix the root of the problem, trying to not have that situation continue.
Y'all, she got started at 15.
Yo, that's nice. It's good that the captain took care of you guys.
Y'all, she got started at 15. It's not all her fault. The women, the men in her life, they failed her. And I know a lot of y'all who have 1, 2, 3 kids, it really doesn't matter how many. An oops baby is a oops baby. Even if she stopped at 1, that would have been a child with a 15-year-old mother. And folks, our country is going through a major restructuring. It doesn't matter how efficient our government becomes if we don't get a handle on this oops baby tsunami, this pandemic. Those of you who know a little history, there were measures taken to minimize a lot of this oops baby stuff. And in my woke days, I didn't get it. But now, no matter how much education, no how much money, there's an element in our society that just doesn't care. Whether it's her or Holly Bailey or the resilient Jenkins or that random man from Atlanta, it don't matter. It don't matter. Gen Z looks like they're too far gone. But with Generation Alpha, that's going to have to be the generation that there's a shift that has to happen. It has to.
See, this is the thing where I believe this is why men's content is popping up more. Why men are speaking out. Because men are tired of this. Men are tired of women picking shitty men, having kids with shitty men, doing like irresponsible shit, doing shameful shit, doing idiotic shit, and damaging the culture, damaging the human race, damaging the nation. I'm so against the single motherhood. I'm so against the single mother community. It is ridiculous with you. And I think this is why a lot of men are speaking out that they are tired of the popularity, the pushing, the enabling of single mother culture.
I'm 26 years old with 4 kids, and I hate what y'all are doing to that baby that's 26 years old with 6 kids. Nothing you say matters because the kids can't go back. They aren't being neglected. No.
Wow, that's a huge ass crew. 32 people?
Oh, they don't live the best. Y'all have to stay off social media. Kids still be happy without all of the glitz and the glams. Did you grow up with glitz and glams? Half the world didn't grow up with glitz and glams. Y'all need to go outside and touch grass. A lot of kids don't even remember what they had, but they remember the love that they were shown. A lot of kids grow up to be great people who grew up in poverty. Clothes on your back, food on your table, and a nice bed to sleep in is not really poverty. A lot of y'all are living in poverty as grown people right now today, speaking on a mother. Not speaking on mothers at all, especially mothers who show up every day, just like that lady that's 26 years old with 6 kids, showing up every day for her kids. I'm 26 years old with 4 kids, and
That's the stupid shit right there. This is the thing where we have these stupid shit right here. These women thinking, oh, let's condone this bad behavior. Yes, even the poor can create kids, can, be fine. I've remembered this for the rest of my life that my mother has struggled where we had to sleep in our car because we were struggling. Yes, you can grow up to be a fine adult. It don't mean that you want your kids to live in struggle. It don't mean that. And this is the thing we don't understand, that we are traumatizing our kids if we give them a life of struggle. Great. I'm not saying that kids need to live a life of, wealthiness. They don't. But here's the thing where kids should have a life, at least a middle-class life. They should. Why? Because you know what? The ability to go to good schools, ability to, have, extracurricular activity, the ability to have a college fund for your kids, to be able to provide for your kids a college fund instead of them having to take up loans. And this is the thing where that's the insanity right there. Where we are letting our kids struggle. And then we're finding, because they're, kids can be happy with this. So what? Are they really happy when they're struggling? Yeah, kids can find happiness in a box, but so what? That doesn't mean that it's a good life for a kid. That doesn't mean that, okay, we grew up struggling and we were fine. It's okay that our kids grow up struggling because they will be fine too. That's the stupidity of it. And this is the thing where I'm sorry. This mindset is why it's dangerous for the Black community, especially for a minority community. Where you have this mentality, okay, our kids don't have to grow up rich I'm not saying rich, but at least middle class. You can't handle 6 kids. She needed the support of strangers. You need the support of the government. If you have to get government assistance, then you know what? What does it say? Maybe you shouldn't have kids. Maybe you shouldn't have kids. Maybe you shouldn't have 6 kids and another one on the way. And this is the stupidness that women are enabling. Oh, stop being mad that this woman has kids. What? She can't even handle the kids she has. And she's continuing to have more. That's the stupidity of it.
I hate what y'all are doing to that baby that's 26 years old with 6 kids. Nothing you say matters because the kids can't go back. They aren't being neglected.
Yes, the kids can't go back. But the problem is, it's to prevent more mistakes, to prevent the cycle. She is pregnant with another kid. That's the thing. Who's to say that, after she gives birth to this kid, she's still young. She's 26. So when she give birth to this kid, she'll be 27. So it's fine that she's having another one and another one. They can't handle the kids that they have now.
No, they don't live the best. Y'all have to stay off social media. Kids still be happy without all of the glitz and the glams. Did you grow up?
Yes, kids can be happy with without the glitz and the glam. But it's who's saying the glitz and glam that a kid goes to a good school in a good neighborhood under a clean roof? I mean, she's cleaning, great, but seriously, under a roof that it's their family household, that they're not renting. They're not renting from other people. That they don't have to worry about, could I have to get into this extracurricular activity? Could I, try piano? Could I try the violin? Could I have money for college? Could I, have some money, a cushion for when I'm into the real world where I'm not going to be becoming a struggle adult as well?
With glitz and glams? Half the world didn't grow up with glitz and glams. Y'all need to go outside and touch grass. A lot of kids don't even remember what they had, but they remember the love that they were shown. A lot of kids,
they also remember the struggle they went through. They also remember the struggles that their family have went through. Love, great. Great. It's understandable. But they also remember the struggle that they went to. They also can remember that, the fatherless homes that you create. They remember that as well. They remember that, where's their father? Or, how come there's another man in this household? How come, you have multiple men from you give multiple kids to multiple men? They remember that shit too. Great that you love them. But it doesn't mean that, you didn't traumatize them as well.
Grow up to be great people who grew up in poverty.
Great people, yeah, but there's also bad people that's grown up in poverty too. Why do you only think about the good shit? Why would you only think about the good shit? And here's the thing. This mindset is hurting the black community. This mindset is hurting the black community. You complain about the white man. The white man this, white man that is putting you down. Racism this, racism. But I don't. Because his mindset like this is why I don't go for the racism shit. Where, okay, it's fine that your kids live in poverty. It's fine that you lived in poverty. So it's fine that, you know what, you are going to continue that generation. You are continuing that dysfunction, that kind of lifestyle. No, you should break it. You should not want your kids to live in that kind of lifestyle.
Clothes on your back, food on your table, and a nice bed to sleep in is not really poverty. A lot of y'all are living in poverty as grown people right now today, speaking on a mother. I'm not speaking on mothers at all, especially mothers who show up every day, just like that lady that's 26 years old with 6 kids, showing up every day for her kids. I commend the lady that's 26 years old with 6 kids getting on here showing her life. Y'all will tear a mom down any chance y'all get. I got a question.
People don't tear down moms. They tear down single mothers. They tear down irresponsible mothers. They tear down mothers that are unstable. I'm sorry. You are 26. 6 kids, another kid on the way. You have a man in that house, and you still need strangers to support you? To give you cleaning products? And I guarantee you, you most likely have government support as well. So really, that's what they're tearing down. You need the support of others to actually stay afloat. That tells you that, you know what? Maybe you're lacking. Maybe you're lacking as a parent. And I get it. Support is fine, but there's a degree to it. Because here's the thing. She continued to have kids. So you continuing to stress that support system. You are continuing to stress that support system. It's not a lifelong thing. What is it? The government support, it shouldn't be lifelong. It shouldn't be lifelong.
How many kids does your mom have? And right after that, how many kids does your grandma have? Your auntie? Why are y'all acting like it's so taboo to have these many kids? It's not. And then social media has y'all brain.
Why do you want to continue that life? It's like, why do you want to continue that life? It's like, oh, how many kids your grandma, your auntie, your mom? Why do you want to continue that cycle? That vicious cycle, that cycle of single motherhood, that cycle of irresponsible mothers.
Washed. Everybody doesn't have to live a life according to your standards. Are the kids happy? Are they healthy? Are they being loved? Are they being abused at home? Those are the real questions. Then it's the creator say, I know every kid isn't getting the love that they need. How do you know the capacity that mom has to love all of her kids equally? You don't. You're just simply speaking on shit you don't know.
That's funny. I don't know about you, but a while back, people, women particularly, were bashing Cam Newton for having multiple kids, a lot of kids. And then they say that, oh, he couldn't give his kids enough, fatherly love, fatherly attention. Really? You said this man who's wealthy, couldn't give his kids enough attention. But a woman who's poor, she could give her kids enough love and attention. The hypocrisy there is quite funny.
No. Making assumptions. We see her cleaning, cooking, being there, getting the kids up for school, shit that moms are supposed to do. Is she somewhere partying, drinking, not caring for her kids, neglecting them? No. So it shouldn't be y'all concern. I commend the lady that's 26 years.
First of all, it's the concern of people is because they don't want this shit to happen. They don't want this kind of life, this kind of mindset to be such a big thing. They don't. I don't know why people don't understand that the single mother mindset, I personally believe it's like an epidemic, is poisonous. That's the thing. It's poisonous. Where we have so many families that are broken, that are fatherless, that, it's just like these women are by themselves having multiple kids by multiple men, or just having a lot of kids, and their life is not stable. And the father they have is big government, because government is taking care of them, or strangers, GoFundMe, shit like that. That's what's taking care of them. It's ridiculous. And she said, oh, cleaning, the mom is cleaning, having clothes on, but I guarantee you, she needs government support for that stuff. She needs the support of strangers. I showed you the video. She had a video of strangers sending her cleaning products so she can clean her house, because her kid broke a bucket, her mop bucket. Her man can't even buy her a mop bucket. She needs the support of strangers to do that for her.
6 kids at 26 is really crazy to me, but what's even crazier is the people in her comments. I'm reading the comments. I've read a comment that was saying, good job, mamas. I'm 32 and I have 8 kids. You're doing great. Girl, I clicked on her profile. Why is she about to get evicted? This is what we're talking about. A couple hours ago, she made a post saying that she set up a GoFundMe because she's about to get evicted from her apartment. She have nowhere to go for 8 kids. This is what we're talking about. This is what we're telling people not to do. We're telling people not to have such a large amount of children that you can't take care of. So now where are you and your 8 kids gonna go? So you guys purposely have all these children. Now when something happens, now you guys are facing eviction. Who in your village will provide a roof for 9 individuals? 8 kids, 1 adult. Or maybe there's, I don't know. Dude, most homes already just have 4 bedrooms, 3-4 bedrooms. This is completely irresponsible. It is. Now there's a GoFundMe because do this unless you want to make your life more difficult. But I guess whatever. But of course we can get chatting about this on below in the comments. I will talk to you guys later. Okay, bye. Thanks, kid.
That's the thing. The last woman was saying, oh, the love, and you shouldn't be, why shame her? Why say all this thing? Why you do? Because of shit like that. You only think about, oh, it's a good thing. Who cares if you're, if you're, she's poor and all stuff. Because that is the problem. That is the problem. I honestly believe that you want the best for your kids. You need to establish a middle-class life. You need to establish a middle-class life so your kids don't have to struggle. So your kids don't have to see you struggle. Okay? This video exactly explains why those last 2 clips was idiots. Was so stupid. Counters her argument. Counters her mindset. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? I thought this was an interesting topic or interesting videos, because this is the problem with a lot of women. This is the problem where they have created this community, okay, where it's the matriarch. Women are the head of these families. Women are the head of these communities. Women are. And guess what? What's happening? They are struggling financially, or they are just creating generations of just single mothers, of terrible men, men that are baby daddies, men that are just can't provide for their families, women that pick men that can't provide for their families, women that pick men that will be shitty fathers. That is what these communities that are headed by women are creating. That's the insanity of it. What do you guys think? Exactly. Women will lead you to hell. Definitely. All right, guys, let's do some Kendra G. Let's do some Kendra G. All right, let's check this one out.
Where you go? It had to be like it was towards the end of last year.
Cause did I make you a highlight?
I don't think so. No, you didn't.
Okay, so what do you want to talk your shit to?
Yo, Blue Exodus.
Cause the people in the comment was like, it was a hot mess, Miss Kendra. And the last time I came on, I'm not coming on to do the interview thing again. I just, like I said, I came on to talk my shit real
Talk
quick.
your shit. I can't remember what happened. You said I didn't make you a highlight, so it was the comments on the live show.
After the show, because I was on the YouTube.
Okay, you were on a YouTube live stream, but I never made you a highlight.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, what were they saying?
Okay, so like, because I was the one that was like, I was playing, but I was being serious at the same time. I was like, I want the baller.
I think I did make you a highlight then.
Like, where it's on the top of your page?
Well, a highlight is I made you a single out video. Okay.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Okay,
yeah.
That's what a highlight is. I think I remember you said you want, yes, because you said you wanted, what did you, like an NBA player or something like that?
Yeah.
You got Asia, DMV, 28, Capricorn, works for Amazon, also working on getting your CDL, correct?
Yeah. And
mom of 2 kids by 2 men, never.
The ego on these women. These women look beyond average. Beyond average. And they think they're something special.
We're married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I'm looking for the ballers.
You came right out with it.
For real, like, I mean, yeah, for real, like, that's what I'm looking for, like, the money.
Well, we got there early. How much money do we gotta make?
The men that's willing to spend the money on, you know, that don't mind spending money on women. Okay?
Okay. Are you willing to deal with what comes along with that at times?
To an extent.
So what are you willing to deal with for the money?
I'm not the type of female to go through, you know, phones and all that. If I don't see it, I don't know. I'm dumb. I'm a dumb blonde. I don't know, nothing going on. As long as it, you know, ain't coming, you know, nobody calling me and trying to come at me as a woman and all that. Men is gonna be men, I guess, nowadays.
So let's get here now. How much money does he have to make?
Enough.
So, okay, well, how about this? What do you expect this man with money to do for you? What is the expectation?
I'm just saying, like, I'm not, at least, like, I'm gonna be real. I'm a real logical person and all that.
You say you're a real logical person, yet you're asking for a man with money. I'm sorry, this ain't a woman that's necessarily attracting men, top tier men with money.
And so, like, I'll say 50K, at least 60K.
50K, 60K is what? That's average.
At least.
Okay, so now
I really want like an NBA player or a NFL player.
But I want to get clarity here because you said you want a man that's willing to spend money on you. So what are some of the things you want him to spend money on you for? Do you want him to pay your rent? Is he buying you clothes, taking care of your children? Like, what's the expectation?
It does. It does. It has the same logo.
I mean, like, whatever he's willing to do.
Okay, but he has to be willing.
I mean, like, yeah, spend like shopping and trips every once in a while, not overboard, but just want to throw me a couple dollars just because I got kids, just I don't get child support and all that. I do everything on my own for me and my kids. And a man that want to come in my life, like, he don't got to worry about, having to go at, no dads or at whatever, like coming at them as a man or anything. He's not going to have to worry about any of that. So.
Now, do your children's dads, do they help you out?
No, they don't at all.
This is why I talk about the dangers of single mothers. The dangers of single mothers. You will create future single mothers, future shitty baby daddies. You are creating that. The fathers are not even in these kids' lives. And what do you want? No, you don't want a good role model. You don't want a good role model. You don't want a man with integrity, a man with morality, principle, character, a man that would be a good man, a good father. What do you want? You want an NBA player. You want a man with money. You want a man that cheats behind your back. That's what you want. That's the shit you want. I swear to God, this is the problem. This is the problem I'm talking about with these single mothers. Where it's not necessarily because you are a single mother. It's the mentality. It's the mentality. Where you don't, honestly, this is the problem where women can't have accountability. No good self-reflection. You don't see the mistakes you've made. You don't gain wisdom. I'm sorry, no matter how old women are, no matter the shit women go through, they do not gain wisdom. Wisdom they do not gain. Women are gaining all these degrees, but they're not no wiser for it.
With my son's dad, he's been in jail. He went to jail like when I got pregnant with my son and has been in there ever since, and it's going to be in there for a long time. Has nothing to do with me. It's his own, decisions and choices.
Great. Guess the life of your son. Guess the life of your son. Because that's the man you chose to make the father of your son.
And I just don't want my son to have that impression or have that influence. So maybe in the future, after he gets out, if he's in a good headspace, I don't mind him, meeting my son or anything like that. But as of now, that hasn't happened, or, whatever. It's a little complicated. Wherever I have reached out to that side of the family, and they was just like the mom and the sister, and they was just like it was his problem basically. And so I'm like, I don't want to do that jail thing and all that. I'll just wait, or whatever. Like, I'm not stressed. And then my daughter's dad, I met him, and we was in a relationship. And it was just like a hot mess. Like, I just took some time to heal.
So you picked two shitty men, and now you want an NBA player. God, I swear to God, this is the problem of a fatherless home, of good fatherless homes. This is the price. This is the results of not prioritizing finding getting with good men that will be good fathers, will be good providers, will be good husbands. This is the problem.
And just focus. I just been focused on getting to the money, Miss Kendra, and just
I
trying
was
to
gonna
be.
say, so this is why you now want a man with money. Because you've been through all that.
I want a good man. Yeah, like I don't want. I did the scrub thing, try to be there with like 50 Cent, said, like, would you hold me down if I was down and out, and like
Not a 50. We're quoting 50 Cent lyrics.
I'm just putting myself out there. I'm like, if a nigga's willing to spend the money, like I look good. Like I be switching it up. You
look average. I mean, looks like clean face out of the shower. You are maybe a 4, probably a 4, maybe 5 at best. I mean, I know women can make that put makeup on and completely go, 180, but still, you're not that special. You're not that special.
get a different person every week. Sometimes I wear the wig, sometimes I'm natural. Majority of the time I'm natural.
Let me ask you a question. Would you date a man that cannot financially help you?
It'll be like, what's the point of him being around? I was kidding, but I was being serious. Yeah, I did.
So, okay, both things can be true. Either you're kidding or you're serious.
Miss Kendra, everything I was asking for on the live, people in the comment was like, they was making comments, basically saying stuff like, make it seem like what I was asking for, I can't get, basically. And I'm like, bruh, I get this in real life. I'm not asking for nothing I haven't have or I know I can't have.
Where's he now then? Where's your baller right now?
Okay, and that being said, if you have it in real life, why call me for it?
That's what I'm saying, Miss Kendra. I love you. I really came on just to talk to you, like just to get on your show, just to say I got on. I get hollered at on a daily basis. Like, it's no
and I'm not, whether it's true or not, I'm not saying that women, even average looking women, can't get the attention of men with money. Yeah, men with money will have sex with pretty much anything. I have seen or heard or witnessed millionaires honestly simping for average looking women. I have seen it. That's the problem, where these men aren't marrying these women. These men aren't committing to these women. These men are tricking on them, yeah. These men are trying to get into their pants, yeah. But honestly, after that, these men kind of move on. So this is the problem with a lot of women. Yes, if you can great, you can get the attention of men with money. But can you get commitment from these men? Usually the answer is no. Because if the answer was yes, you would not be single.
Probably with me.
Dated an NBA player before, or you're dating one?
I'm not an NBA player, but guys with money, yeah.
Okay,
guys
so what's the problem? So are you happy with them? What's the dynamic?
Yeah, no, I'm happy. Like, I really never really needed to come on your show. I just came on there just like a YOLO moment, like a why not. Also just to be on the show, just to say, I talk to you because I love you. Like I said, I've been watching you since you first came out, and so I was just like, I just wanted to get on your show.
Okay, so
it's not like I don't get that in real life.
So yeah, I actually remember your video now, so I'm gonna let you talk your shit. What did you want to say to the people?
Yeah, was calling me out for being black. I'm like, bro, I know I'm black. Like, what does that have to do with anything? And then also, I guess because the last time I came on, I was in my feminine energy. Well, I'm in my feminine energy now still, but I was just like super, and they was calling me slow. Some of the comments, you know, it was like, what if I really am slow? Like some of those comments was real hurtful. I just came on like to say to the cousins, like, watch what you say to some people, because you never know what they done been through, or like, you know, what they have going on. And I'm not slow. But if I was, some of those comments that was said like could have like really hurt me and all that. But I have confidence in myself.
So what? Like, be an adult. Okay? It's like, you literally said you wanted to come on this because you didn't have to come on, but you wanted to come on. Be an adult. It's like, who are you to think that, you know what, people shouldn't be critical of you? People shouldn't have opinions of you. You chose to share yourself online. Guess what? Now you are exposing yourself to critiques. You are exposing yourself to opinions. Come on. Seriously. I don't know why women think that they deserve sympathy or empathy or kindness or, you know, kid gloves. Stop it. You're an adult.
I know I'm not, I know I'm far from ugly, never been ugly. Like I said, I know what I'm hitting on in real life. And so I never really needed to come on your show. I just came.
Again, she is average, insanely average.
On just because I love you, Miss Kendra. I just came on just to say I came on. I got two baby daddies.
So are their baby daddies, were they ballers? Your children's dads?
No, not necessarily, no. I said my first baby daddy, before he went to jail, he did spend money on me and, you know, whatever I wanted, like he would get me gifts and stuff. And so, and there was a point in time where my second baby daddy, he did that stuff too, but he's a hot mess. The second one's a hot mess.
Okay, because I'm not saying, listen, for each their own, but women, and then maybe some men will say, well, if you deal with ballers on a regular, why did you not have babies by the ballers opposed to—
I know. I have made some questionable.
That's why you can show her that you are showing her hypocrisy. This is the problem I see with so many women. They are liars. They are hypocrites. They are delusional. They want to say whatever they want to say online for whatever fucking reason, but they are delusional. They are hypocrites. You ain't dating men with really money. You ain't. Maybe you're having sex with this man, but you ain't, you know, you ain't getting much with these men.
Decisions in my past. I've lived and I learned. Like, I'm not gonna say it was a mistake because my kids are not mistakes, but I mean, I've made some dumb decisions in my past. I'm not gonna lie, but that hasn't stopped me from anything I've asked when I came on the last time. I mean, I've been on. He still keeps in contact with me, but since I moved up here to the East Coast, because I told you I was from Texas, before I moved up here, I had a guy I was going on a date with. Like, he would take me on dates and buy me gifts, and he was a doctor. Like, so
what happened?
And this is after I had kids.
What was wrong with the doctor? You moved?
Yeah.
Why did you move? Wait, first of all, before I ask this, were you guys in a relationship or were y'all dating?
No, we weren't. It wasn't a relationship. We were just, I guess you can say friends or whatever.
So why would you consider him?
Seriously. I swear to God, women can't distinguish anything. It's like, seriously, men that aren't taking you seriously, men that would gladly use your body, is different than men that want relationships with you.
If he was a friend as a person you dated?
Well, talk to, I don't know. Talking is not like dating. It's in an aspect it is dating, but we weren't in a full-blown girlfriend. We were
talk for.
Aaliyah, go over there, get out. he still calls me and checks on me. Like, he still calls and reaches out to me and checks on me.
But you guys were never in a
before,
relationship. So why did you ever get it? How come you couldn't get into a relationship with him?
Miss Kendrick, he had other stuff going on that I found out later. And so I'm like, I'm good, like dealing with other women as well.
This is personal, so you actually don't even have to answer it. Have you guys ever been intimate?
Not me and him, no.
Oh, okay. Is he
no,
older?
We were just, yeah, he was a little older than me.
So so let me ask you that. So y'all never even been intimate. So you guys are completely friends.
Yeah.
So why would you use him as an example of the men that you dated?
I mean, he took me on dates. He bought me gifts. He bought me flowers on a consistent basis. So, like, yeah, we were friends, but I'm just.
Took you on dates, bought you flowers, and got nothing from it. It doesn't sound. Now, I mean, do men not do that? Yeah, there are some foolish men that do that, but it's like, it's hard to believe. It's hard to believe. Yeah, big bars. Feels like a lie.
So you
like I've been on dates.
not like him because if he did all these things, why didn't you want to date him?
At that time, Miss Kendra, before I moved up here, when I was still in Texas, I had the last relationship I was in like 3 years ago now was very toxic, and so I wasn't looking for a relationship. I was just looking for a friendship. So that's why I didn't date him. Okay.
So now that you're not, are you still looking for a friendship?
I have somebody.
You have somebody, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did he meet your requirements that you told me?
Yeah, he does.
So he's a baller.
Well, I said at least like 60K. So yeah, he's around what I was asking for.
Okay.
60K is not a baller. That's not a baller. That's average. That's average money.
I gotta go back and watch the video. But when you said baller, I remember.
Yeah, go read the comments too, Ms. Kendra, if you.
But you're aware of that too. This show will be 5 years old next month, so we're not new anymore. Like if you come on this show, you know all the video. So you wanted a man that made a certain amount of money, and because I think you are a mom, but you were requiring child support from your children's dads.
Yeah, and they was thinking I wanted the man to take care of my kids and all that. I'm like, I do very well for myself. I take care of my.
So she said all that shit, and she just ends up with an average man. This is the thing with women, where she's for the streets. This is the stupidity of women. This is why men say your standards aren't realistic. Your standards are not realistic. You are average. You want a man that makes six figures. You want a man that's over 6 foot. All this shit. Make it make sense. You are average. Get with an average man. Here's a woman that honestly is average. She got with an average man. That is the way of life. We have so many women that are so egotistical, or so delusional, so just all over the place, wanting top tier men. When honestly, you're average. And here's the thing. Even with women with money, that don't change how average you are. Money does not, in my opinion, make women all that special. It doesn't. Especially when it comes to the dating market. You're still average.
Kids. I would say before both my kids was in school, it was a little struggle, but now that they're both in school, things are getting a lot easier for me.
But I think this is what I've learned from this show. Sometimes men don't want to do more for your kids than what you require from their own fathers, right? So I wanted to let this again. I always tell y'all, I am a result. Now I just give out data. 5 years in, I'm just repeating all the things I've heard time and time again. And I think the challenge becomes at times when women want to date again, they are looking for a better person than their child's father, which I understand. That's why you're not with that man, right? Like
you learn your lesson.
The logic, I understand the logic, right? The logic is this man wasn't a good father or not a good father, wasn't a good man. Although I have a child with him, I want something better. So I want to make sure I'm clear with this. I understand the logic. What I've learned is now the better that you're seeking, he has a different point of view. Not always, but sometimes he's sitting there like, well, how does that make sense for me? How does it make sense for me that have worked this hard to take care of somebody else's child? This will always happen this way. Some men don't care. They may have had kids themselves by the wrong woman, so they're open-minded. We get those too. So I think it goes both ways. But I would say this, outside of dating, hold men accountable when it comes to raising children. I know men hate that I say this, but I'm telling you, all these men will not be
What can't you find, bro?
having kids left and right if they had to pay child support for every child they had. And the child support is not based off of you, it's based off of the child. Now, I will say this, if you got a good co-parenting situation with your child's father, and y'all got to bring the courts in it, and he's the real, because most men, I'm not talking about boys, men will want to provide for their children. So they may not get along with you, but they're going to do what got to be done for their child. So I think all women, you know, hold the child's father financially responsible, regardless of the dynamic. So then this way your child could just have a better option of life because now you have a two-parent income. And I bet you men won't just be having kids every day because now it's gonna cause them to focus on their money. But so many women like you just say, it's whatever. I'm not gonna harass him. I don't want him to think I'm chasing him. Nope, make him pay. But nevertheless, I'm happy you're dating. What's wrong now?
No, I'm listening. I'm taking in what you said.
Yeah. But you said you found someone, so you're in a good.
Yeah, he's a good vibe. Like he keeps me happy.
All right. They're saying you said 60K. That's not a baller. I gotta remember everything in your video.
I was saying 60K as the minimum, like just like minimum.
Okay. Well, you said in the beginning, the men that you described, they try to holler at you all the time. So I'm just curious. So those guys you don't really like, because why would you not choose the baller over the 60? I'm just a thought.
Sometimes, Aaliyah, can you turn that down, please? Put it on mute. Sometimes, like, the guys that got a lot of money, they could be like, how can I put it, like meatheads, if you know what that means. Like they could be.
I know what it means.
Yeah, like they could be. It's like, really, bruh, and they expect. Probably because other women have accepted that and deal with it and will tolerate it or whatever. But I'm like, it's just a certain extent, like to a certain extent, I'm not going to tolerate certain stuff, like being talked to a certain type of way or, you know, being treated a certain type of way.
Honestly,
so sometimes.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to cut you off. Go ahead, continue.
No, I was just saying sometimes it's that, like, I've been on dates with guys that were meatheads and I already knew it wasn't going to work out, like, regardless of the money.
Well,
yeah, this is a thing where this is an example of, I think women should be more realistic in their expectations into their standards. Pick someone average. Pick a good average man. That is it. That should be your... Yo! Thank you, Y. Thank you, Y, for the support. Thank you. Thank you guys for any support you guys give me. I love you guys. But yes, this is what I'm saying, where a lot of women this is the problem, where just pick an average guy. You are an average woman, pick an average man. That's it. But pick a good average man. All right. But what do you guys think? All right. I saw this video We were talking about this before. Let's see. Let's see. Let's check this one out. I think this one is fun. Why I'm happy, yo, I'm happy that I met you. I'm happy to have you as a brother. I am to look. This is the thing where I'm happy that all you guys have become really like I consider you guys friends. I really have. I really I built this channel in the sense that I wanted to build a community of really good men, men that understand each other, men that want to chill, men that want to hang out. Yes, yes, I saw your name. And if you ever, my name, right? I've said this in the past. Dan, that is my name. You know, that's why you guys are on first name basis with me. Okay, you guys are on first name basis with me because I love you guys. I do. You guys are everything to me. Grandpa's name? All right, let's.
Okay.
Let's end out on a. Check this out. Trying to. I'm trying to look for this video. I'm trying to look for a video.
Why are you trying to?
All right. So since we're talking about single moms and stuff, I figured I wanted to check this one out. We'll end on these two clips, okay? So let's check this out.
Why are you trying to bash me for learning from my mistakes and trying not to repeat them? Nothing is more frustrating than when men start trying to devalue you because you're a single mom and now you have higher standards. It's like they want you to keep making the same mistakes. Like, it's like, okay, you think I want to do the same shit again? Like, why are you trying to bash me for learning from my mistakes and trying not to repeat them? It literally doesn't make sense, and it's actually really fucking annoying, but whatever. We're just in a sassy man apocalypse, and I'm learning to accept it. Why are you trying?
This is the problem. I've said this already, that women do not gain experience. Or they do not gain wisdom with their so-called experience. Women do not gain wisdom from all their so-called life experience. So let's yes, they devalue themselves. That's definitely true. So let's break this clip down.
Bash me for learning from my mistakes and trying not to repeat them.
Because the thing is that you haven't learned from your mistakes, and you will most likely repeat them.
Nothing is more frustrating than when men start trying to devalue you because you're a single mom and now you have higher standards.
Here's the thing, where it's not about men are trying to devalue you. Just like Wise said, you done it yourself. Women have such a wacky perspective where they don't understand the actual value in the dating market. Men will value you more if you're good looking, young, and no kids. So honestly, as you get older, your value's going lower. Now you're getting more kids from other men that you can't have a stable relationship. That also devalues you by your own actions. And here's the thing, where raising your standards, this is the stupidity of women. Their standards, why it's so stupid, unrealistic. You didn't learn from your mistakes and said that, okay, I want with this man who's like an F-boy, or he's just a pretty boy, or he's like a cheater, he's like immoral, no integrity, no morality. No, what's my higher standards? I want a man that's still good looking, over 6 foot, makes 6 figures, charming. That's it. That's their standards. That's their standards. And then not just, and then when they say those things, they also add, I want him to be monogamous, only want me. I want him to, be God-fearing. Now you want to add already the good-looking, tall, wealthy. Now you're adding, that already is a rare-ass man. It's a rare man. Most women find most men unattractive. So you can finding an attractive man is already rare. Now, only about 15% of the U.S. population is over 6 foot. So that's also rare. And only about like 20% of the population makes over 6 figures. Add on to that's also rare. So really, your top priority is already a rare man. Now you ask for this rare man to only want you, to be faithful to you, to love you, respect you, to all these things, to be emotionally intelligent, to be intelligent, all these things. No, you didn't learn from your mistakes. Now you're just making yourself impossible to date. Women truly learning from your mistakes is that, you know what? I got with a man that didn't want to marry me, that didn't want to be monogamous to me. He lied, he cheated. He was bad father, whatever. Learning from my mistakes, now I judge a man on character, who he is inside, right? His morality, his integrity, his character, his personality. That is raising your standards. By now you're judging a man, you're picking a man purely on who he is inside, not because how much money he makes, not because how tall he is, not because how good looking he is, not because how charming he is. That's when you show that you have actually learned from your mistakes. You pick the F-boys, you pick the players, the bad boys, the pookies. Now you learn from your mistakes, and you pick actually morally sound men with integrity. That is you learning from your mistakes.
It's like they want you to keep making the same mistakes. Like, it's like, okay.
Men don't want you to make the same mistakes. That's why they say shit. And then you continuously make the same mistakes.
You think I want to do the same shit again? Like, why are you trying to bash me for learning from my mistakes and trying not to repeat them? It literally doesn't make sense.
Yeah, why didn't they have, yes, exactly. Why didn't they have these standards before they got with the pookies? That's also a thing where a lot of women don't understand. What devalues yourself is because there are consequences to your actions. There are consequences to it. You are going to suffer from those consequences.
And it's
actually really fucking annoying, but whatever. We're just in a sassy man apocalypse.
And saying sassy man is so fucking.
And I'm learning to accept it.
I'm more mad at myself. I'm more mad at myself that I allowed this shit to happen because it's affecting my daughter. And it's not something I can take back. It's not something that I can just like go back in time and change it up. It's like the consequences of my fucking actions. It's me ignoring everything that God was trying to show me day in and day out, because I knew the type of person he already was. I knew that he didn't have it in him. I knew that his core value is fucking trash. Like, I hate that I allowed this shit to get to this point and there's no takebacks. I'm more mad at myself.
And that's good. I wanted to show this video, these things where, you know what? Yeah, okay. It seems like she's kind of taking accountability. Cool, that's great. The thing is that your last video shows you that you clearly haven't fully understood what truly, if you have taken accountability, is that you understand that, you know what? You said it. The man you chose was trash. You've seen the red flags. So true standards is true raising your standards is that type of man, that the integrity, who he is inside, that's who you want for the next man. The problem that a lot of these women make is that they want the pookies, the players, the bad boys, the high value men, the ballers. They want those men to become the nice guys, to become the good men. They want the men that are good looking, charming, athletic, wealthy, to become these rare men that have these attributes who are rare, to become the good guy. Why would he need to? Why would the high value men need to do that? Why would he need to be monogamous to only you? Why would he not stop cheating? Why would he need to stop lying to you? He's winning. He's winning. He can get you. He can get another woman. He can get all these women. Why does he need to lower his own value, his own, what he's been doing in life to be with you? That's the thing. That's the problem that a lot of women are having. You want top tier men to be the nice guy. That is unrealistic. That is, you haven't learned from your mistakes. That is you not understanding accountability. Because you still have these expectations, these standards, these preferences that keeps you failing. That's the problem. That's the thing where a lot of women can't comprehend, because you are putting yourself into situations where, you know what? It shows that you haven't learned from your mistakes. So it's great that you saying that, okay, you made bad choices, you're trying to take accountability. You have to understand, saying it and honestly not living it shows you that you actually don't believe it. So I just want to show it. You know, this is a thing where women do this constantly. They do this constantly because these two videos kind of counter each other. And then saying sassy man thing, saying this, women that say sassy is absolutely big ass red flags. Because sassy man, supposed sassy man is a man that, you know what, wants you actually to show effort. Wants you actually to care about the man. That's sassy men. Sassy men are the men that, you know what, wants you to actually show effort. Wants you that, you know what, that you aren't just using him. Those are the sassy men that women are talking about. So, yeah. Men with emotional intelligence, men with value in themselves, that's what these women are calling sassy. Men that, you know what, they could give a shit if you want them or not. Because men are tired of women just using them. Men are tired of it. So, what do you guys think? Nope, she's not. Could be. Could have bought her that stuff. All right, guys. It was a good live tonight. Why? Thank you, my brother. Thank you for the love and support. You are amazing. Okay, you're amazing. Big Bars, love you, my brother. Let's see, Ivan, great. Blue Exodus, thank you for stopping by. Love you guys for stopping by. Elk, you were here, my brother. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Israelite, yes. Renegade, amazing. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for the love and support. Thank you guys for stopping by. You're amazing. Yes. Later, guys. Have a good night. See you guys on the next live. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna keep pushing forward. Thank you for all the love and support. Later, guys.